Hello and welcome to a quick new tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to automate simple tasks by the use of Excel VBA macros. In order to do that, we gotta have the developer tab, and on Mac, for example, you get it on Excel, Preferences, Ribbon and Toolbar, and you have to toggle on the developer tab. If you've done that, you can go to the developer tab, go to record macro, and when we press that button, everything that is between the recording of the macro and the quitting of the recording of the macro is going to be saved, and whenever you want to redo the process, you can just press the macro and don't have to manually adjust anything again. So let's try it out. Let's go to macro. You can give the macro a name. Let's call it database underscore layout. And there are three main ways of where to save these macros. So you can use the personal macro workbook. In this case, the macros are going to be saved within your Excel account, so you can use it for other workbooks as well. But the disadvantage is if you want to send this spreadsheet to someone else, a colleague for example, he will not be able to use the macros. But there is a way of how other people can use the macros as well, and that is to save it in this workbook. When you do that, Excel is going to save the whole file as a different workbook, as a macro-enabled workbook, so-called. And this allows other people to use these kind of macros too. So in this case, let's assume we have to use that. So we are going to press this workbook, and we can also assign a shortcut key. Let's say Option Command P, and press OK. So everything that we are going to do now is going to be saved within the macro. Okay, so let's start by adding some headings. Let's call it ID number, name, first name. Let's say this is the entry of the employee into the firm. Let's just call it entry, and this is the yearly salary. Then we want to make it look a little neater. So let's change the color, or actually what we can do is we can tidy it up even further. Let's change the color of the headings. Let's change the color of the data. Let's make this bold and add some grid lines. And just so that it looks a little fancier, let's do it like that. Alright, what we can do now is save the macro. So stop the recording, and whenever you get a list that is of this size, you can just go onto the sheet, go into macros, find your macro, we call it database layout, and if we run it, it is perfectly formatted for you. So this obviously can help to cut down a lot of time in a corporate environment, and you can add upon the functions. You can pretty much do anything you can manually do in Excel, also in saving these macros. So if this was helpful, please consider liking or subscribing the video, and in any case, have a nice week. Bye bye.